South Africa's political landscape was thrown into absolute turmoil this week after former Democratic Alliance leader Helen Zille delivered what many are calling the most explosive parliamentary moment in recent history. In a dramatic address that left MPs stunned and the nation glued to their screens, Zille unleashed a barrage of hypothetical allegations and hard-hitting questions that sent shockwaves through the National Assembly and reignited fierce debate about accountability at the highest level of power. The atmosphere inside Parliament shifted instantly. What began as a routine session descended into chaos as Zille, visibly composed yet razor-sharp, stood up and declared that the public deserves answers that have been deliberately buried. Her words echoed through the chamber, followed by murmurs, gasps, and frantic whispers among ANC benches. A calculated moment, not a random attack. Zille made it clear that this was not political theater for headlines. She framed her address as a thought experiment rooted in public concern, posing a series of damning what-if scenarios tied to long-standing controversies that have haunted President Cyril Ramaphosa's administration. What if, she asked, the truth behind certain financial dealings, security lapses, and internal reports was finally placed before an independent court of law? That single question was enough to ignite uproar. Opposition MPs erupted in applause while several ANC members shouted objections, accusing Zille of undermining democratic institutions. But she did not flinch. Instead, she doubled down, insisting that no president, past or present, should be shielded from scrutiny simply because of political convenience. The allegations that froze the chamber. In her speech, Zille outlined a fictional reconstruction of how unresolved scandals could, in theory, expose serious legal vulnerabilities if fully investigated. She referenced unanswered questions around undisclosed funds, internal security failures allegedly ignored at the highest level, reports that were never formally tabled or explained to the public, a culture of silence within ruling party structures. She stopped short of accusing Ramaphosa directly of crimes, but her implication was unmistakable. If certain facts were proven in court, the consequences could be devastating, even for a sitting president. At that moment, the chamber fell eerily quiet. Ramaphosa's reaction raises eyebrows. President Ramaphosa, seated stone-faced throughout the address, reportedly consulted with advisers as the speech unfolded. Cameras captured moments of visible tension, clenched jaws, hurried note-passing, and senior ANC figures avoiding eye contact. When Ramaphosa finally responded, his tone was controlled but firm. He dismissed the claims as reckless hypotheticals designed to erode public trust, insisting that South Africa's legal system had already addressed the issues raised. But critics were quick to point out that his response focused on procedure rather than substance. Public reaction, divided, furious, engaged. Outside Parliament, the country exploded into debate. On social media, hashtags like #Bombshell, #AccountabilityNow, and #NoOneAboveTheLaw trended within hours. Supporters hailed Zille as fearless, arguing that she had voiced what millions of South Africans have been thinking for years.